Hey everybody, thank you for coming out to Studio on 4th tonight. We have an exceptional lineup tonight. We have Jameson Road, who came all the way from the East Coast, and we have a local amazing singer-songwriter who I'm really stoked to see the first time here. His name is Ben Allfree. Please give it up for Mr. Ben Allfree.
Woo-hoo! There we go. Yeah, the talent couldn't make it tonight, so I'm filling in. I'm going to give you a few songs here. We're going to do a journey through songwriting just as soon as I tune up this guitar a little bit. I'm not too picky about it, but some people are. I think you can sound twice as good just by tuning the thing, so I'm going to try that tonight. And so we're gonna peel back all the layers. It's just going to be a guy and his guitar, and then once that's done, we're going to bring up a full band, and I think you'll hear it in a different way, just from, or maybe you'll just be glad to hear something other than a guy and a guitar, which a little guitar and guy goes a long way. So this first one is actually it's been a hit, a #1 hit in 17 different countries, and a guy named John Stevens wrote it with another guy. I got it right down here. Toby Gad is his name, but there's one other guy that wrote this song too. So it actually took 3 people to write this song, and I want to see if you recognize it. So you just tell me when you recognize it, if you recognize it. Okay, here we go. Has anybody got it yet? No? Okay. Maybe we need a little more. What would I do without your smart mouth, drawing me in and you kicking me out? You got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. Come on, somebody? Okay. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges. Love your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Does anybody know the next verse? What? Somebody does? How many times do I have to tell you, even when you're crying, you're beautiful too? When the world beats you down, I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. And I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges. Love your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Give me all of you, cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it although it's hard. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges. Love your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of you. And you give me all of you. And I give you all of me. And you give me all of you. Oh. Yeah, all of me. I can't even see who's out there. Oh, got the whole band back there. All right. Okay, so that's actually the first time I've ever played that one out. So interesting. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but you can go to Nashville and find a lot of songwriters out there, and you may not realize that the most of the country songs you listen to are written by 2 or even 3 people sometimes, and you can go out and see those people play the songs the way they originally heard it, and it's kind of a cool thing because you hear a completely different perspective. There's a guy out there named Rick Huckabee who wrote a great song, and there's a bit of a story to this one. So it starts with a guy named Rhett Akins. Does anybody remember this guy, Rhett Akins? I'm here. Okay, back there. You got it, Gina? All right. So if you don't know Rhett Akins, he had a good #1 hit. Let's see if I can find it. There were fireworks cracking and thunder crashing and big waves splashing on the shore. And there were church bells ringing and angels singing, all gathered round heaven's door. And when we kissed, I saw the light. I could go on about this all night. Hey, darling, if you don't want to hear how the waters parted, then don't get me started. So that was a #1 hit for Rhett Akins, written by a different guy, right? So Rhett Akins, though, I think his real #1 hit was he had a son named Thomas Rhett, who has since grown up and become a recording artist. And Thomas Rhett got with this guy, Rick Huckabee, and they wrote this song called Beer with Jesus. And I have never heard a better song in my life. Yeah? Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't even think anybody else knew about it, but that's good. So I'm going to do my best here. I'm not saying it's the best. It's my best. If I could have a beer with Jesus, heaven knows I'd sip it nice and slow. I'd order us a... Oh, wait. I'd try to find a place that ain't too crowded, or gladly go wherever he wants to go. I'd order us up a couple tall ones and tell the waitress to put it on my tab. And I'd be sure to let him do the talking, and careful when I got the chance to ask, tell me, how'd you turn the other cheek to save a sorry soul like me? Do you hear the prayers I send? What happens when life ends? And when you think you're coming back again? Well, I tell everyone, but no one would believe it if I could have a beer with Jesus. If I could have a beer with Jesus, I'd drop my whole paycheck in that jukebox and fill it up with nothing but the good stuff, and sit somewhere we couldn't see a clock and ask him, how'd you turn the other cheek to save a sorry soul like me? How'd you change a sinner's heart? Have you been there from the start? And is heaven really just beyond the stars? Well, I tell everyone, but no one would believe it if I could have a beer with Jesus. Well, he could probably only stay for just a couple rounds, but I hope and pray that we would shut the whole place down. Ask him, how'd you turn the other cheek to save a sorry soul like me? What's on the other side? Is mom and daddy all right? If it ain't no trouble, tell him I said hi. Yeah, I'd tell everyone, but no one would believe it if I could have a beer with Jesus. Yeah, I'd tell everyone, but no one would believe it if I could have a beer with Jesus. Yeah, that one actually came out okay. I wasn't sure there for a minute. That's another one I've never played out. Okay, so I got one of mine here. On the Nashville theme, I'm out in Nashville, and I played it for the critics out there. Played this song, and it was just from like 3 in a row. And so I was real kind of not knowing what to do with that. And then I went out to this place called the Commodore Hotel. Has anybody been out to Nashville? Do you know what I'm even talking about out there? Commodore Hotel back there. So they have this writer's night there. I don't think we have any Commodore hotels out here. There's an old Garth Brooks song about, I've seen the bright lights of Memphis and the Commodore Hotel. I was there. Something about bartenders who said he knew. I don't know how that song. It's Dixie Chicken. And it's not, Garth's not the first guy to do that one. I don't know. What's that? Little Feat. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and you probably know all the words to that song, which would be helpful right now. But that's okay. That's not the song I'm playing. So Commodore Hotel. So I'm there at this writers' night, and I'm back where Doug is, back there with the sound. Debbie's her name, and I said, well, Debbie, how do I get from here where I'm standing with you up to there on the stage? How do I do that? Because it was 4 writers across the thing, and it looked perfect for me. So she says, well, you got to do an audition. And I said, well, okay, I'll do an audition. No, you can't just do an audition. You got to wait. It's like there's like a 4-month waiting list for the audition, and then more months after that to be on the writer's night. And oh man, I'm only here for a week. She says, except tonight. Tonight we have 1 cancellation for an audition because the person canceled. And so we have this 1 slot open if you want it. And I said, well, okay, I mean, I'm just here, like I wasn't really thinking about playing tonight. And well, she said, well, if you can find a guitar, then you can play. And so I thought, I wonder if I can find a guitar in Nashville. And I went around the room, and I told my sob story to everybody, and finally borrowed somebody's guitar. And I don't know if you've ever gone up at the Commodore Hotel and done a writer's night audition with somebody else's guitar. But it's nerve-wracking because if we have any guitar players, and I know we got a couple, but you know, these guitars, they have all kinds of things going on that I don't know about. And like how high the strings are off the thing, and I feel like the spacing of the strings and just, you know, old strings, new strings, it's all different. And when I put it in my hand, I know this guitar, which by the way means that what you're hearing is I've had a lot of practice on this guitar, and so it's not the guitar. The guitar is not the problem up here. It's me. And this is the guitar that I know. So, but I didn't have this guitar. I had somebody else's guitar, so I'm up there with my shaky hands trying to figure out how to play this guitar that I don't know. And I played this song, and it went over really well with all the writers, and kind of turned my whole night around. So that's the long story, probably longer than the song, actually. Here we go. Oh wait, no, there's more to the story. I gotta say also, this song is it's a dream that I share with my special Shannon here. And we're just about there because we just recently got this coffee shop that's in this song, so listen for it. Baby, what do you say we just get lost today and get away from it all? We'll take this old truck and get it all gassed up and aim it someplace small. And I know some people between here and there, or we'll meet some along the way. Find a room to rent or sleep in this cheap tent on the road to our escape. And when we get there, we'll find a little piece of ground, something simple to make this busy life slow down. And we'll plant roses every time we say I love you, and it won't take very long before we know it. This patch of ground will be covered, intertwined just like our love. We'll plant roses. We'll plant roses. And this little town could be the perfect place for you to open your cafe. Hang a welcome sign and brew some coffee grinds. Oh, and serve it up all day. Yeah, when we get there, we'll find a little piece of ground, something simple to make this busy life slow down. Then we'll plant roses every time we say I love you, and it won't take very long before we know it. This patch of ground will be covered, intertwined just like our love. Yeah, when we get there, we'll find a little piece of ground, something simple to make this busy life slow down. And we'll plant roses every time we say I love you, and it won't take very long before we know it. This patch of ground will be covered, intertwined just like our love. We'll plant roses. We'll plant roses. We'll plant roses. We'll plant roses. Thanks, guys. I'm getting them out in the bar there, too. I like that. You guys have a good seat out there? You can come on in if you're tired of turning your neck around like that. I'm just kidding. Okay, so that was one of mine. What was that? Ride the seat backwards. Yeah. So you might notice something if you're a musician at all. You might notice I do a lot of this kind of finger picking stuff, right? And there's a reason for that. I can't hold on to a pick. Maybe somebody can help me with that someday, but it will fall out of my fingers right in the middle of what I'm doing. So I learned this finger picking stuff, and I know just enough of it to be dangerous and accompany myself, and that's the extent of my guitar knowledge. But you'll notice that I pick songs where that works, because this is kind of the way I hear songs. Even if it's a big arrangement, I'm hearing the little guitar going in there. So I want to share a few more with you. Now this next one here. So have you ever heard of Brooks and Dunn? Okay, I'll do this little same seventh chord. She's got a T-top Camaro with a scoop on the hood, 2 big speakers blasting Johnny Be Good. No? Nothing? Okay, all right. She looking so good it ought to be a crime. She plays with my heart and messes with my mind. Acts like Madonna, but she listens to Merle. Rock my world, little country girl. Rock my world, drag me out on the floor. Dance with me till I can't dance anymore. 1 step, 2 step, and get it in line. I gotta find a way to make her mine. That's not the song I'm singing. I just wanted to tell you that story because that guy doesn't just write one good song. The guy who wrote that is called, his name is Bill LeBounty, and he doesn't write just one good song. He writes a bunch of good songs, and this one, the one I'm going to sing now, was cut by a band named Shenandoah, which is from way back in the 90s. These songs up here, to me, they're all crimes because they should have gotten a lot more attention than they did. Beer with Jesus, it did not go down in history as the best song ever, and it should have, and so should this one have gone down as the best song ever in history. So here it is. And by the way, I might have to find the key here. I guessed it. I guessed it right the first time. Okay, here we go. Maybe I did. We'll see. Nope, I didn't guess it right. Here it is. Yeah, okay, I got it. Natalie Wood gave her heart to James Dean, a high school rebel and a teenage queen, standing together in an angry world. One boy fighting for one girl. I wanna be loved like that. I wanna be loved like that. I promise you can't take back. If you're gonna love me, I wanna be loved like that. Daddy never bought Mama a diamond ring. Mama never wanted for anything. What he gave her, it came from the heart, in a bond that was never torn apart. I wanna be loved like that. I wanna be loved like that. I promise you can't take back. If you're gonna love me, I wanna be loved like that. old man kneeling all alone, plants his flowers in a garden of stone. For 7 years now she's been gone, and his devotion is still going strong. I wanna be loved like that. I wanna be loved like that. I promise you can't take back if you're gonna love me. I wanna be loved like that. I wanna be loved like that. I promise you can't take back if you're gonna love me. I wanna be loved like that. Now, how can anybody argue that that is not the best song in the world? Oh, I got a supporter over there. Okay, so there are lots of best songs in the world when you talk to me. There's a woman out there, also Nashville, named Stephanie Davis. I don't know if any of you know her name, but if you don't know her name, you probably know a lot of her songs. Garth Brooks cut a lot of her songs. And just a brilliant writer. If you know anything about Garth Brooks, you know that the last track on each of his albums is his personal favorite. And on his best-selling album ever, his No Fences album, the last track is Wolves, which was never a single as far as I know. And so I call it a deep cut. And it sounds like this. This isn't the song, but this is a song. This is a song that Stephanie Davis wrote. January's always bitter, but Lord, this one beats all. The wind ain't quit for weeks now, and the drifts are 10 feet tall. And I've been all night riding heifers closer into lower ground. But tonight I just keep thinking about the ones the wolves pulled down. Okay, so there's more of that song, but that's not the song. So she wrote that song, and she wrote a bunch of other songs. She teamed up with a guy named Don Schlitz, and when you put Don Schlitz and Stephanie Davis together, you get one of the best songs in the world. And that's the song I'm going to sing here if I can. Does anybody know it yet? Probably not, right? Okay, just checking. I burned my hand, I cut my face. Heaven knows how long it's been since I felt so out of place, wondering if I fit in. Debbie and Charlie said they'd be here by night, and Deb said she might bring a friend. Just my luck, they're right on time, so here I go again. I'm gonna smile my best smile, gonna laugh like it's going out of style, look into her eyes and pray that she don't see that learning to live again is killing me. A little cafe a table for 4, but there's just conversation for 3. I like the way she let me get the door, and I wonder what she thinks of me. And Debbie just whispered, "You're doing fine." Well, I wish that I felt the same. She's asked me to dance, now her hand's in mine. Oh my God, I've forgotten her name. So I'm gonna smile my best smile, gonna laugh like it's going out of style, look into her eyes and pray that she don't see that learning to live again is killing me. Now here we are beneath her porch light, and I say, what a great time it's been. A kiss on the cheek and a whisper goodnight, and I say, can I see you again? Well, she just smiles her best smile, and she laughs like it's going out of style, looks into my eyes and prays, says we'll see that learning to live again is killing me. God, this learning to live again is killing me. All right, thanks. Never played that one out either. Almost got all the words to it too. That was high risk, but I did it earlier today. I couldn't do it, so I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, now I got another one of mine that I want to share with you, and this is so cliche. I was sitting in a bar, brokenhearted, having this little text war with her from the bar, and well, have you guys heard that there's a new song out right now called "A Guy Walked Into a Bar"? You guys heard that song? Let me play a little of that one if I can figure it out here. Never played this one out. The joke's on me and it ain't funny. Everybody but me could see the punchline coming a mile away. See, this is the problem with not playing stuff out. What comes next? Does anybody know? I thought you guys said you knew this song. You guys are no help at all. Man, it's like I'm up here alone. I know, it's hot too. Yeah, something about there's no jokes on me and it ain't funny. Everybody but me can see the punchline coming a mile away. That's how that guy sings. And then it's shoot, what comes next? Come on, guys, nobody knows? Oh, you don't like the song? You don't like this song? Well, hey, I got to play the chorus now because I think you're missing something if you don't like this song. So the chorus, I've heard it so many times I could tell it to a T. Believe me, I could sell it all day. That's how that here, okay. It goes, a guy walks into a bar, orders a drink, sees a girl who catches his eye, asks her if she wants another. They fall for each other and end up lovers. They laugh, they cry, they hold on tight and make it work for a little while, until one night her tail lights fade out into the dark and the guy walks into a bar. How can you not like that? Oh, he did. You got it done to you. Okay, that makes a little more sense. But the song is good. The song is good. It's a very, very artfully crafted song. That's what I'm going after up here, right? Okay, so the reason I'm playing you that song is there's a part in this, in the next verse where he goes, I'd laugh too if my heart would let me to tell the truth. It would something to get me over you. It's okay. This isn't the song. But this is the part that I wanted to sing because it goes, I'm a walking, talking, drinking proof that the cliche in a corner booth ain't nothing new. So all you would need to do for me is you'd need to change that to I'm walking, talking, drinking proof that a cliche on an old bar stool ain't nothing new. And that would have been me that night. So that's the point of that song, is to give you a flavor for, being there at the same time that you realize, oh my God, I'm this guy. So I have a lot of those moments as I get older and older and older. I realize I have not avoided anything that I said I would. And so here is what I texted to her. I texted, I texted, I'm not very good at missing you. Send. And as soon as I sent it, I thought, holy shit, that's a good song line right there. I gotta go home right away and work on that song. So the breakup gave me this song, and it did make a 14-year-old cry. Not the ex. She wasn't 14. Why not? Why not? Is that legal here? I don't know. And I'm not saying it's a good thing that a 14-year-old cried over this song, but I'm saying it happened, and sometimes songs connect with us, and so if you're 14 and you feel that you need to cry over this song, now's your chance. Write a letter I shouldn't send, but I send it anyway. And I call you on the phone, and when you answer, I say that I love you and hate that we're apart, and something bad has got a hold of my breaking empty heart. I know it's over, and I'm over you, and kissing you is over too. But none of that's true, 'cause I'm not very good at missing you. My feet walk to your house, and my hand knocks on your door. And when you open it and answer, I tell you once more that I love you and hate that we're apart, and something bad has got a hold of my breaking empty heart. I know it's over, and I'm over you, and kissing you is over too. But none of that's true, 'cause I'm not very good at missing you. The sky cracks open, it starts to rain, and I can't hold the tears inside. And all of the memories that we made come flooding back, and I can't hide that I love you and hate that we're something bad has got a hold of my breaking empty heart. I know it's over, but I'm not over you, and kissing you ain't over too. And none of that's true, 'cause I'm not very good at missing you. Yeah, I hate that we're apart, and something bad has got a hold of my breaking empty heart. Although it's over, I'm not over you, and holding you's not over. It's over, but I'm not over you, and holding you's not over. It's over, but I'm not over you, and loving you's not over too. And that's the truth. Oh, that's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. I'm not very good at missing you. I'm not very good at missing you. And that's the truth. I'm not very good at missing you. Right, so not bad for a drunk text. How do you guys feel about one more? Is that about right? Does that feel right to you guys back there? Sure, I'll keep going all night if you treat me like that. But no, but there is another band, and actually I wanted to talk about them a little bit. We got Jennifer and Brent and Lori and Peg and Dave, and together they make up Jameson Road, and they're sitting right back there. Yeah, I know. I feel like it should be switched around. I should be back there. So Jameson Road, they're all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio, and not even just 3 days ago they were in I want to say Iowa, right? And then yesterday Salt Lake, and I'm doing this so I can kind of see people out there. But yesterday they were in Salt Lake and drove a Sprinter van here, that's a pretty cool tour bus. So they played in Salt Lake. They're stopping off here. They're on their way to California. They're going to experience the scourge we call LA, and they're going to experience some wine country too. And I can say scourge about LA because I live down there, so it's okay. They have 2 albums out. They've got an album from 2012, and they have another one in 2014. The first one's called Jameson Road. The second one is called Let It Rain. And I have listened to it all. I love it all, but there are a couple favorites that I hope you guys can play tonight, even maybe before I get to head out. You have a song called Broken, which is actually what your tour is named after. Bent Not Broken is the tour name, and I figured out when I heard that song that must be where the tour name came from. And the other song I really want to hear is Bourbon and Bibles, because it has a line in it, God and grains, bourbon and Bibles. And I just thought that's some of the best writing I've ever heard. And I know you guys write all your own songs, which is also kind of unusual for like, you know, everything you're hearing on the country radio is written by a bunch of people. And here's a group that writes all their own stuff. And so it's just really special to have them out. And you know, so I want to give them time up on the stage. So I think what I'll do, if it's okay with everybody, I'll play one more song. I might mess it up, and then I'll head out and we'll switch it out. Is that okay? Okay. All right. This is the best song ever written. A guy named, I got my notes down here, a guy named John Scott Sherrill wrote this one. And Patty Loveless, you guys know Patty Loveless? No, I mean, do you know Patty Loveless? Because I know Patty Loveless. I got to sing with Patty Loveless at well, she may not have intended that, but that's what happened, because she saw me singing along, and I was in the front row, and I don't know why I wore a tie to a Patty Loveless concert, but that's what happened that night. And she saw me, you know, she was singing that So blame it on your lying, cheating, cold, dead beating, two-time and double dealing, mean, mistreating, love and heart. Yeah, so right by then, everybody's singing along with it, right? So I'm up there, loving, treating, mean, you know, and she does this thing where she puts the microphone down, and that wasn't her mistake. Her mistake was actually getting it close enough to me that I could grab it like this and not let go, and I just belted it out. Blame it on your lying, you know. So for the rest of the concert, she was staring at me in a really weird way, and that's how I know we're friends. Way on past the boulevards, I'm out here underneath the stars, driving past the houses, farms and fields. Oh, see, I'm spacing it already. Does anybody know this song? What? Who knows it? Do you want to come up? Do you really know it? Do you want to sing it with me, is what I'm asking. Okay. Well, I need to know the next verse. I should have written it down, but I didn't. Nope. Do you really not know it? You don't know it that well. Yeah. Let me think here. Sing an original? Yeah, well, okay, yeah. So I'll just sing that part, and then Shannon here is saying do an original. So I'll finish off with an original. Well, so this song is called Nothing But the Wheel, but it goes, I'm trying to explain the way I feel, and the only thing I know for sure is if you don't want me anymore, then I'm holding on to nothing but the wheel. Okay, so that's a song out there. All right. Yeah, I wish I had brought the words now. That is the best song ever written, but you won't be able to hear it now. What original should I play? You know some of them. One of my good ones. Pick a new one. Like, oh, see, I don't know. I'm not there with those yet. I don't even have the words for that kind of stuff. What's that? Oh, Zach Brown Band? Like a little chicken fried or something? I actually don't know that one. I tried that lick once, but you're talking to the wrong guy about guitar licks. Yeah, kind of. I'd have to find it. I don't know. Anyway, I will play an original for you here. This one was... I was driving back from Vegas on a mandate. We went to see Garth Brooks doing his one-man show out there, and my friend says to me, I have a song, I have a gift for you. He says, I have a gift for you. And I said, really? You got a gift for me? All right. He says, yeah, it's a song lyric. And it goes like this. It goes, my heart's singing its own sad song, baby, won't you sing along? So I had to go write a song for him about that. And this is what I came up with. It's getting dull in this old town, waiting tables and waiting around for something to happen when it never does. But tonight there's a chance it could be different, because stars are aligning for you and me, and they'll be falling tonight at 3. We could be out of the county if we leave now for a little prairie I heard about, and my heart's singing its own sad song. Baby, won't you sing along and run through the trees with me till we get lost in the tall grass weeds, and wait until the sun goes down, then make love here on this soft ground under a big moonlight with a symphony of stars so bright, raining down all around us. Might be the best day of our lives. Did you guys hear the lyric in there? It went by kind of fast. Did you catch it? Okay. I never know if people do or not. If I wait another minute, you might change my mind. This small town thinking's got me tied up tight in this apron and this cafe. But if you get your keys, we could be getting away. So throw back that old rag top and grab your guitar while I punch out the clock. Fill up at the station just out of town, then put the gas down and tear up the ground. 'Cause my heart's singing its own sad song. Baby, won't you sing along and run through the trees with me till we get lost in the tall grass weeds and wait until the sun goes down. Then make love here on this soft ground under a big moonlight with a symphony of stars so bright, raining down all around us. Might be the best day of our lives. And my heart's singing its own sad song. Baby, won't you sing along and run through the trees with me till we get lost in the tall grass weeds and wait until that sun goes down. Then make love here on this soft ground under a big moonlight with a symphony of stars so bright, raining down all around us. Might be the best day of our lives. The best day of our lives. The best day of our lives. Thanks, everybody. You guys I think you are the best crowd I have ever had, at least the most vocal, so I appreciate that. Can we get Jameson Road up here? Does that sound like a good idea? I'm telling you, these guys rock, and they are tight. I even saw, and this is how you know when somebody's good. When they're good enough that they remember the little rag to polish their guitar, you know, that's how you know they have no problems with doing this up here. So I saw that happen, which means it's going to be a good show. And so please welcome Jameson Road.
Don't let Ben Allfree leave the stage without giving that man another round of applause. What a sweet voice that man has. And a hell of a stage presence to boot. Thank you, Ben Allfree.
Thank you. I forgot to mention I wore my best Star Trek shirt for this country night, so just, all right, thank you.